everyone. We are Team League and we developed VaxInfo. Our project team is comprised of 1 data scientist, 2 UX designers, and 5 developers. We also had the honor of having 4 League mentors provide guidance to the team throughout the entire design process. So VaxInfo is a web-based application that actually enables trust building through the demonstration of impact and data. The web app also enables community building from users sharing stories about their own vaccination experience. So the problem is that, vaccines actually save lives, especially towards achieving herd immunity. However, there's currently a lack of trust right now among certain populations around taking the vaccine, which actually led us to our design challenge of how might we actually promote the impact and gain trust with the COVID-19 vaccines. So early on in our design process, our team conducted some research in understanding the problem space and also identifying our actual primary user group, which was adults between the ages of 18 to 60 years old. And the 3 primary barriers to vaccination that we identified were first, misinformation around the science of herd immunity. The second one was uncertainty around the rapid pace of the vaccine development. And the third one is fear, which is really emotion-based around potential negative side effects of taking the vaccine. So our solution actually focuses on 4 primary functions of the application. The first one is that it's science-driven. We research peer-reviewed studies, and every part of the design is actually intentionally data-driven and based on facts and data sets that are sourced and updated regularly. The second one is the vaccine trust survey, which actually gathers data about how people are feeling about the vaccine. We also integrated interactive components like an interactive map, which are built in to engage users around the web platform. And the last one was really an actual step-by-step process to guide users through the process of how to actually take the vaccine. And now I'm going to hand this off to Anthony to guide us through a project demo.
Janice. So here you can see VaxInfo. And as a developer, I've always wanted to build something that my mom would use. Knowing that my mom is a little bit skeptical about getting a vaccine, VaxInfo is the perfect thing for me to finally build something for my mom. So when my mom first comes to VaxInfo, she's able to see at the top the community survey. So my mom's able to answer questions about getting the vaccine so that she can see how the community feels about certain aspects of it, as well as get data back about certain questions. So here my mom sees a question, do you think getting the vaccine will help us achieve herd immunity? And my mom's not really sure about that. So she'll click not sure. And she can see that her community feels 26% of the other people feel the same way that my mom does. But then we also give data back to people like my mom so that they can learn more about what the data says about certain questions that they're asking. There's other things that my mom can learn from VaxInfo, things like understanding the side effects, seeing how vaccines are administered in Canada, how the vaccine's been developed, and also read about people's vaccine stories. So today my mom comes on VaxInfo and she wants to see how is Canada doing with the vaccine. As you can see, my mom's able to learn in near real time how Canada has been doing with the vaccine administration. And once she's happy with the information she's found, she wants to feel a little bit more comfortable with her upcoming vaccination. So she's going to go and read more about vaccine stories from people across Canada. Here's a couple that have been highlighted. This makes my mom feel a bit more comfortable because she can see there's people just like her and me, and they've all taken the vaccine and life is good, if not better. She can also share her story once she's been vaccinated. Finally, to support people like my mom getting the vaccine, we have some more information regarding the process. Today is vaccine day for my mom, so she's going to go to step 3 and learn more about what's happening. Here we have information about the step, so things that she needs to do or bring to her vaccination visit, as well as get answers to common questions related to this step of the vaccination process. So with that, I'm going to pass it to Saif to talk more about the technical aspects of our product.
Awesome. Thank you, Anthony. So from a tech perspective, we pretty much stuck to our team's strengths when it came to choosing the tech we wanted to work with. We used Figma for prototyping and design. Our front end was React, powered by Next.js. And for our backend, it was primarily Node.js. We used MongoDB to store our data, and we hosted everything on Heroku. Now, as Janice mentioned, data was the backbone of our application. So we made sure that we use the most reputable sources out there. A few of our sources included the World Health Organization and the Government of Canada. So moving on to our next steps and reflection, it would be great if, for next steps, it would be great if in the future, as the vaccine continues to roll out and there's more data available, we could explicitly quantify how vaccination rates impact the economy and health. We kind of found this tough to do over the last 2 days with vaccination rollout being relatively in its early stages, especially in Canada. And now, of course, there were also a few challenges and successes over the last 2 days. In terms of challenges, we found it difficult initially just reaching a consensus and narrowing down our scope. Everyone had a ton of great ideas, everyone was contributing, and we found it hard to really decide on what exact problem we were trying to solve and kind of hone down on what we want to work on over the 2 days. But we did eventually get there, and I think we managed to do a great job in that respect. And looking at successes, for one, we learned a ton, made some new friends and colleagues. I think it was awesome working with the team. And most importantly, I think we built a beautiful looking application, and we think it could generally make a difference in our community in both health and just educating the public. So I think that was a major takeaway. And to wrap things up, I think I speak for the team when I say we had a ton of fun, and we want to thank our lovely league mentors and the deCODE team for just organizing an amazing event. And yeah, thank you all for listening.